$1,000 off the 7-passenger Outlander, 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 back on the Outlander Sport, and 0% financing for 72 months on the Sporty Eclipse Cross. For those who want fuel economy, you can't get better value than Mitsubishi's Go-Kart on steroids, the Mirage, starting at an amazing $12,990. And don't forget our exclusive 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. How can you go wrong? Before you pull the trigger and shoot yourself in the foot, stop and give York Mitsubishi a look. And remember, credit is never an issue at York Mitsubishi. Get pre-approved at YorkMitsubishi.com now. York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, where Mitsubishis always cost less.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings happy birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Duke Von Schaman, the Oklahoma boy, getting ready to brave the heat here in New England tonight. A 2-0 lead for him. The New Britain lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. They will have Darren Ford leading off in center. Bijan Rademacher, the right fielder, hits second. Jason Rogers, first base, batting third. Jonathan Galvez will DH and hit cleanup. Jared James in left field bats fifth. Hitting sixth and catching is Logan Moore. Rando Moreno at shortstop hits seventh. Vinny Sienna, second baseman, batting eighth. And Joe Pilecki at third base hits ninth. Again, Ford, Rademacher, Rogers, Galvez, James, Moore, Moreno, Sienna, and Pilecki. Facing Duke, who's ready to go, 3-3 with a 3.08 coming in tonight. And he winds. First pitch to Ford is over for a strike. Ford hitting .271, 3 home runs, 15 driven in. A little bit different look for the Bees since we last saw them. Pitch is down and away. Alexi Amarista no longer here. Alejandro De Aza, contract purchased by the Twins just a few days back, going to AAA Rochester. 1-1, swinging a chopper high to third. Franco reaches up to grab it, fires to first for the out. Helps to be 6-3. And a high chop off the dirt. Franco reaching high to his left. He takes care of it. Fletch was saying that the grass here is terrific at New Britain Stadium. He wasn't sure about the dirt, but grass very well kept. And here is Rademacher hitting at .264 with 8 home runs. First pitch from Duke. He swings, lines a base hit to right field. Dotel a couple steps toward the line. He'll field and throw in. So a 1-out single. Duke making his 10th start, 49 2/3 innings. He'll give up some hits, 58. Opponents hitting .291, but only 6 walks, 41 strikeouts. Between Duke and Dan Miner, Revs starters, the walk numbers are really good. Mitch Atkins as well. Here's Jason Rogers hitting .302. That ranks 8th. And toss to first. Back standing is Bijan. A further emphasis on the pickoff ruling coming down today as well. You can't just disengage. Your foot has to be behind the rubber totally. Pitch from Duke. It is over for a strike. Rogers didn't like it, thought it was down and away. And I assume that from MLB's standpoint, they're trying to force running and steals and action back in, and that's the reason for the pickoff rule changes. See how it plays here, see if they want to do it at the big league level. There's the 0-1, and that is just outside. Rogers with 7 home runs, tied for second in the league in RBIs with 53. His second in total walks, top 5 in on base. The 1-1, swinging a ground ball right up the middle, base hit into center field. And Trapp will have to scoot in, grab it in shallow center. Rademacher stops at second, though. Died on the grass in shallow center. Wasn't hit all that hard, but Rogers makes it first and second with 1 out. Last time out, Duke was, for the most part, really good against High Point on Sunday, but lost 4-1. He retired his first 10, struck out 5 in the first 3 innings. Trailed only 2-0 going to the 7th, but 2 solo home runs took away his quality start after he had already gone 6. Here's Galvez, the DH. First pitch is over the outer half, a called strike. Revs lead at 2-0 here in the first inning tonight. Understand back home, it's 93 in York. Feels like 105 right now. Thank you, Art. Enjoy cold one tonight. It's the pitch. That is down and in. Change up missing. Galvez hitting .315, tied for 7th in the league with 12 home runs, tied for 6th with 46 RBIs, second in slugging. Partook in the home run derby. Pitch, it is down low. He was in the All-Star game. That's who Tejeda beat in the homer off at Peoples Bank Park. Galvez has been the toughest out for the Revs, hitting .483 with one of his home runs coming against York. 2-1, swinging a broken bat, flare into shallow left for a hit, sending Rademacher. Now they stop him. He slides to a stop at third and gets back on. As Franco corrals the throw, he slides on the grass to cut it off. Bases loaded with 1 out on 3 straight singles. And Rademacher, who slammed the brakes, slid to a stop. He needs a moment in foul territory. Originally, Chuck Stewart was sending him, or at least waving the arm to give him the opportunity and then stop him at the last second. And once again, Zach Sullivan, the youngster, on one quickly in left field, forcing a third base coach to hold a runner. He has really been stout in left field since joining the team. Loaded for Jared James. And Duke stretches, looks around, first offering, it is up and away. James hitting .266, couple home runs. Revs held him to a 3 for 23. The 1-0, swing, and he hits it in the air, left field. It sends Sullivan back. And in deep left field, he'll make the grab, but Rademacher tags from third. He'll come in to score. Sac fly the other way for Jared James. And the Bees are on the board. It's 2-1. Well, if Duke can get through the rest of the inning, I think you'll take that. 3 singles loading him with 1 out if you only give up 1. And caught right by the edge of the track in left. Looks like the ball with this heat tonight is going to fly. Not much wind, but definitely hitting weather. Here's Logan Moore, first and second, 2 outs. And a first pitch breaking ball misses low. Revs with a 2-1 lead. Moore, who of course tied the All-Star game with a 2-out home run in the 9th inning. He has hit 6 this year, batting .182. The 1-0, and that just missed, down and away. Von Schaumann's only other start against New Britain, he beat the Bees June 28th at home. 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned on a Friday night. 2-0, and it tails over the outer black, called strike. That night he gave up 2 in the first, but only an unearned run the rest of the way, retired 9 of his final 10. Now Moore asks for time and backs out. Sure, Duke, accustomed to heat, pitched at Texas Tech University. Born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, he fires and a ground ball foul, first base side, 2-2. Now lists his residence as Washington State, but grew up in Oklahoma. '15th round pick of the Dodgers in 2012. He was in the LA and Cleveland systems, reaching AAA. Now ready, looks back at second, delivers, and a swing and a pop fly at short. Dent, couple steps back into the outfield. He'll handle it. Von Schaumann jams Moore, gets the inning-ending pop out. The Bees score a run on 3 hits. 2 men left, and we go to the second tonight. It's a 2-1 Revs lead.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs lead at 2-1. We've played an inning tonight from New Britain Stadium. Revs will face the Bees 3 consecutive weekends. Next weekend they are in York. And then the following week, the Revs do this same trip to Somerset and to New Britain. 7 games, 4 at Somerset. Only difference is that time it's in 3 days, a doubleheader. Nina leads off, shows bunt. Bradley delivers a strike to a former Bee. He's hitting .272. 367 off lefties. The pitch, it is down low. That is with York. He's been a terror against lefties with York. 1-1. And that's down low. Nina, Sullivan, and Skelton coming up this inning. On the 2-1. And a ground ball, left side base hit. Right through the hole, and Nina singles. So he is on to start the second with the Revs' fourth base hit. And he's hit safely in 4 in a row. Bradley's really struggled his last 4 starts. ERA's going from 481 to 704. He's 0-4 in those 4. 15 2/3 innings, 35 hits, 28 runs, 22 earned. Here's Sullivan. First one is on the outside corner, a called strike. Over those 4, 0-4 with a 12.64 ERA. Here's the 0-1. And broken bat, shot up the middle, base hit for Sullivan into center field. Nina will trot up to second, and the barrel of the bat went flying right past Bradley on his follow-through, and it ends on the grass behind the mound. And, well, if you want to look at it from a positive perspective, Zach Sullivan now has 2 bats. He just can't really use either one of them, but that's what I tell my kids when they're upset over a crayon breaking. Now you have 2. Now first and second with nobody out, and that's great parenting right there. This advice is free, ladies and gentlemen. Here's James Skelton at the top of the order. Corners come in, breaking ball, that's over for a strike. I don't know if the kids appreciate the reasoning, but sounds good to me. Skelton a strikeout his first time. It's the 0-1. Now he shows bunt, pulls it back, pitch missed, down and away. Sullivan, who had his first Atlantic League hit yesterday, which essentially won the game, home run in the 5th inning in Game 2, made it 2-0. They won 2-1. Now he has his second hit. Pitch. That's inside. Fastball. Bradley last time out lost at Somerset. 3 innings, 6 runs, 4 were earned. On the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-seamer in on Skelton. That'll even things up. Bradley used to the heat as well, I'm sure. 29-year-old from Huntsville, Alabama. 6'3" lefty. Former first rounder. Fires, and a ground ball to first. Rogers backs up, gloves it, throws to second, back to first, gets away! And Nina will break for the plate and score 3-1. And Bradley, an awkward step at first, takes a slow walk back to the mound, slightly favoring his left foot, it looks like. Hit the base awkwardly, trying to complete a 3-6-1 double play, and Moreno's return from short. I don't know if it was a little bit behind Bradley, but he was trying to catch it, get a foot on the bag. He missed the catch. It hit the front of the dugout fence, stayed in play, but Nina's scoring easily. So it'll be a fielder's choice. I believe the error being on Moreno on the throw. 3-1. And Skelton is the runner at first with 1 out. Bradley will stay in. The left foot is his post leg, drive foot, and his first pitch misses high and away, changeup, and that didn't look so good. And he did not try a warm-up or anything after that. Well, he goes to the rosin bag, bumps it off his fist a couple times. The 1-0, Skelton runs, it misses high, more the throw down, Skelton head first, slide, he's called out. Polo and Mace don't think so. And the shortstop Moreno blocking the front of the bag, maybe inadvertently with his leg. Skelton slid hard right into that. Actually, that was Siena, the second baseman, I beg your pardon. And Skelton up to his feet, walking off toward the Revs dugout. And that was some pretty hard stuff there at second base. So hopefully his hand and everything is okay. He comes off and looks to be fine. Tried to dive in around that, but bag looked like it was blocked, and Siena got the tag on him. It looked like he was going to have that base stolen no problem. So now the base is empty, and a pitch over for a strike on Trapp makes it 2-1. It's the second time Skelton's been caught stealing this year. And now ball low. I wonder if he thought that Bradley might be even slower to the plate given that foot problem. Pitch is bounced toward third and foul, down to Polo, 3-2. Trapp, who opened the scoring with an opposite field home run to right center in the first inning. His second at bat. Wide and 3-2. Swinging a foul tip into the mid of Moore. He hangs on to it, and that'll end the inning. Fourth strikeout through 2 innings for Bradley, but the Revs add one more on 2 hits. 1 error, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It is 3-1 York.
The malls and the internet are filled with places that sell running gear. But where do you go for performance track and field gear, technical help, and reasonable pricing?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes' reputation is widely known. They've been outfitting beginners to nationally ranked runners for more than 30 years, and their selection of brands and models is unmatched anywhere in Central PA. Training shoes, track spikes, specialty shoes for all field events. If Flying Feet doesn't carry it, then you probably don't need it. All this at prices that will pleasantly surprise you. Flying Feet's entire staff is knowledgeable of what you need. Beginners and pros come away from Flying Feet with the right advice and the right shoe for their needs. And that applies to the needed accessories. Replacement spike elements of all sizes, shot and discus implements, running apparel and sports tights, and Under Armour performance apparel for specialty track and field equipment and the know-how without the specialty store prices.
Flying Feet.
Just off exit 18 of I-83 on Mount Rose Avenue next to Battery Warehouse in York.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast?
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with Pick Games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any Pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play Pick Games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs lead at 3-1 as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. They've just turned the lights on here, and I see where they did it. I now have inside knowledge. Turn them off whenever I feel like it. First pitch of the inning to Rando Moreno is outside. Duke Von Schaman had a bases loaded 1-out situation in the first, only allowed 1 on a sac fly. And this one swung on and fouled back. Moreno, the switch hitter, began the year with Long Island. Overall hitting .220. 182 in 19 games since he was traded here for Davidson Romero. Duke pitch. It is fouled back again, out of play, 1-2. And the trade, Moreno was a backup with Long Island. He gets to play every day at short here. Amarista had left. Pitch is down and away, 2-2. 7, 8, 9 in the order, a 3-1 Revs lead. Von Von Schaman to the plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Looked like a changeup. And has his first strikeout of the night. It's just past 7 o'clock. Let's pause for station identification.
York's first station. Newest stop on your FM dial. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
From New Britain Stadium, a 3-1 lead for the Revs here in the second inning tonight. Here's Vinny Sienna. He swings first pitch and skies it to shallow right. Nina out from second, calls. He's under it all by himself, makes the grab, and quickly 2 away. Play at 6:35 again tomorrow, 1:35 Sunday, and then back home for a week. Beginning Monday when Sugarland. With 2 down, here is Joe Pilecki, who in 7 games is 3 for 20. Right-hand hitter stands in. The wind from Duke, the first pitch. It is across for a strike. Revs are in their navies on the road tonight. That is perhaps the ones they wore yesterday couldn't be washed in time. Bees in the black. Here's a swing and a line drive to right center. Shallow trap. Busts in. He dives and he makes the play. Justin Trapp. The jump off the bat on contact. He came racing in, dives to his left, and in shallow right center takes a hit away. Perfectly done from the moment it left the bat. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Duke. And we go to the third, 3-1 York.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Wealth is the ability to feed 100 stray dogs.
Turn empty parking lots into playgrounds. Watch your child walk down the aisle.
As Henry David Thoreau once said, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. At Smith Wealth Advisory Group, we help our clients identify their ambitions, dreams, and financial goals and develop actionable plans to pursue their passions and interests. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help you fully experience life. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
First pitch swinging. Talvin Nash pulls a ground foul past third. Strike one as we begin the third. And Nash might have chipped his bat. He's making his way over for a new one. Revs with a 3-1 lead. Nash, Tejeda, and Franco coming up. Chad Bradley struck out Nash, swinging his first time. Yesterday's 25th home run of the season, which won the opening game. Pitch is down and away, just missed. 60th RBI, which also leads the league. The 25 home runs, tying the second most in a season in team history already. 1-1, that's down low. Chris Nowak back in 2011 The only higher total, Noack's 34 in 2012, the record that Nash is chasing. The 2-1, and a swing and a pop foul out of play to the right. Watches that fly over the stands. He's now hit 15 in his last 32 games. Has driven in 23 in the last 16. 2-2, and that's down low. Revs did hit on the field earlier today. They will not the next 2 days. Very hot. 3-2, and it's fouled back, out of play. As you know with Talvin, it is typical for him, being a big power guy, to run deep counts like this. Leads the league by far in walks. Another 3-2. And he swings, chops one to third, and grabbed by Pilecki on the short hop. Fires across to first, and there's one away. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report tonight. Sounded like Melky Mesa checked out pretty well yesterday in York. Hope to get him back this upcoming homestand from that hand injury. JP Sportman a little bit longer with the forearm. DJ Jenkins quite a bit longer with the finger. Dustin Richardson out with the elbow still. Here is Tejeda. First pitch fastball is outside. And Dario Pisano, who they had just signed on Wednesday, was made inactive. They wanted to get him further checked out from a pre-existing thing. Pitch to Tejeda. He taps a ground ball down the line at first. It stays fair. He never left the box. And Jason Rogers pounces on it right by the first base bag and steps on it for out number 2. Tejeda thought that was going to go foul, and I don't know if it changed direction and came back, but he's retired. 2 ground outs for Bradley. He's facing the heart of the order for the second time tonight. So far, so good for him. Here's Franco, and he swings, broke his bat, loops one to shallow right. Second baseman Sienna is out, and he hauls it in. Backing up all the way in front of the right fielder, Rademacher, and Sienna takes care of it. And 3 weak outs from the heart of the Revs order against Bradley this time after hitting him hard the first time. We'll go to the bottom of the third, still 3-1 York.
Image 360 York is your choice for graphics that enhance, signage that works, and displays that inform. Everything from color change car wraps to vehicle wraps for your entire fleet, custom window graphic, decals and lettering, interior signage graphics and displays. Don't replace when you can reface. Call Rob and his team at 717-757-4909. That's 757-4909. Or order online at image360.com/YorkPA. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Image 360, 2260 Industrial Highway in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Three to 1, Revs lead it. Bottom of the third inning, they were putting some new dirt down by the batter's boxes between innings. There's no rain tonight. Not sure why that was necessary, but Duke Von Schaman will face the top of the order. Darren Ford leading things off. Grounded out to third his first time tonight. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, the Patriots bust to High Point after the game yesterday. They were hoping to get there earlier, then had a doubleheader, and it looked like a 4:30 a.m. arrival based on social media. Pitch from Duke. Ford shows bunt and takes right down the middle for ball one. We had a fairly easy ride here to New Britain. Not much traffic, surprisingly, just a little bit. The 1-0, and that's over for a strike. Mace did make the comment at one point, how do you live in the New York area? It's 8:10 at night, and you're still trying to get home. 1-1, that is down low. We did have some traffic, and some storms, but a pleasant ride. Made all the much better by the food that Polo brought me from the clubhouse after the game. Very nice of him. There's a ball inside. Ford shifts backward. It's 3-1. Bees do lead the league in walks, and they've struck out the second fewest times. Only Somerset fewer. New Britain third in hitting and third in runs. 3-1, swinging a line drive. Man is on. The top of their order is really formidable, and that is their fourth base hit tonight. That'll bring up, apparently it's Rodemaker. He singled his first time and scored. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for York. 1, 4, and 1 for New Britain. Tejeda holds Ford over at first. He's tied for third in the league with 16 steals. First pitch, it is inside. Rodemaker jumps back. Duke with kind of an abbreviated leg kick. Not a slide step, but trying to do his part to keep Ford honest. Especially with these new rules. Move to first, Ford is back standing. And today what came down was you have to not only, you can't just disengage the rubber before throwing over, your foot has to be behind it. The 1-0, and it's low. Skelton drops down on top of it. Wonder if the threat of Ford and the attention paid his direction over at first is a reason that Duke is behind 2-0 here. Rodemaker singled and scored in the first inning. 2-0, and that's across for a strike. Back to Somerset. They lead in the fourth inning at High Point tonight, 2-0. Have a lead on Joe Van Meter, which is who Duke lost to on Sunday. Duke pitched well, but Van Meter only gave up 1 run against the Revs. Now toss over, Ford lunges back. Lancaster is up 5-2 in the fourth inning at Long Island. Sugar Land a 3-0 lead in the third at Southern Maryland. On the 2-1, and it just missed away, man. It's close. Trackman not being used tonight. the official rollout. Nobody seems to know exactly what day it is. They're obviously making sure the kinks are out, but it could be really soon across the entire league. The 3-1, it catches the outside corner. Two-seamer, tailed over and clipped it. Bijan questioning, but it's a full count. I can't help but think of that breed of dog when I hear his first name. I'm sure he would appreciate knowing that. Now Duke throws one over again, and Ford is back standing. Revs a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. Stretch from Von Schaman, the payoff pitch not going, and a swing and a foul tip scraped behind Skelton as Rodemaker stays alive. Tomorrow night, Corey Walter will start, but he must have talked Ian Thomas into charting the pitches tonight. Ian has the clipboard. Oh, that actually, I believe, got a piece of the plate on John Grasso. New Britain's athletic trainer Andy Machino coming out to make sure he's okay. Still remembers where he is. It remains full. Lengthy start to the inning. The leadoff single, and Duke trying to control the threat of Ford over at first, and he's gone to a full count on the hitter. Now he's ready. Payoff pitch. Runner goes. It misses outside. Skelton throws down. It goes into center, and Ford will now take third base. It was ball 4. Skelton threw it anyway, just in case. And it skips into center. It's ball 4 and a throwing error. And it's first and third with nobody out. Dent unable to pick it and keep it in the infield. So the Bees with a threat. First walk of the night for Duke, who had walked only 1 compared to 17 strikeouts his previous 3 starts. First and third for Jason Rogers, who singled his first time on a grounder up the middle. Von Schaman with the pitch inside. Rogers bending back. Rodemaker can run as well. He's got 12 steals, thrown out 6 times. Duke from the first base side of the rubber comes home, and a ground ball to short, right at Dent. Feeds Nina, the turn to first, all kinds of time to get it done. Run does score, but they trade it for 2 outs. It's a 6-4-3 double play. Ford scores, and if Duke can get Galvez here, it'd be unearned. The error on Skelton ending a 3-game streak for the Revs with no errors. Both games yesterday as well as Tuesday night's game. A tailor-made double play here. Now here's Galvez with him empty. First pitch slider is low. A 3-2 Revs lead. An error has helped both teams score their most recent run, in fact. Pitch is chopped to third. Franco picks it to his left, trying to get it out. He fires on the run. It's in time at first. And that'll end the inning on a chopper that Franco had to pick on a tricky in-between bounce to his left. I don't know if he was even looking, but it was in the pocket of his glove as he swung it upward. And then the struggle was getting the grip to make the throw, but he fired it across in time. An unearned run on 1 hit, 1 error, nobody left. We go to the 4th. York 3, New Britain 2.
Will I have saved enough for college by the time she gets her driver's license?
How can I ensure beautiful music is always made on the symphony stage?
When I retire, can I take that vacation I always dreamed about?
When life's persistent questions have you seeking answers, turn to Smith Wealth Advisory Group. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help turn life's questions into financial plans of action and memorable outcomes. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, answering life's most persistent questions. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Your next haircut now has a shortcut. Introducing the Sport Clips Haircuts app. That's right, now the cut you want is just a tap away. Just download the app, check in at your neighborhood Sport Clips, and choose your Guy Smart stylist, and you're done. We'll text you when your stylist is almost ready. Then head to Sport Clips for a championship haircut experience. It's home field advantage for your hair. No appointment needed. Just download the Sport Clips app and check in. And don't forget a beard trim. Sport Clips. You choose the cut, we cut the weight.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Start the fourth, a 3-2 Revs lead as Wellington Dotel bounces the first pitch foul into the end of the third base dugout. It'll be Dotel, Dent, and Nina. Wellington an RBI single back in the first inning. Well, the 0-1, that's outside. Unearned for Duke in that second inning, or in the third inning, I should say. 1-1, and a swing and a tip foul over toward Dent, who's on deck. Bradley's most recent run was unearned as well. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for York, 2 4 and 1 for New Britain. The pitch, it is ripped at second off the glove of Sienna, and it trickles into shallow center. Dotel with a screamer. And Sienna trying to squat down and catch it low to the dirt. Hits off the end of his glove. It's a base hit for Dotel, who's 2 for 2. And the leadoff man is on. That'll bring up Ryan Dent, who struck out his first time. Bradley, a first-rounder, 15th overall by the Brewers in 2011. Got to the majors with Atlanta 3 years ago. First pitch to Dent is high and away. Made his debut with a scoreless inning in Philly, and he got the win in an extra inning game. 1-0. That is just down and in on Dent. And Bradley had announced his retirement at one point, didn't pitch last year. He was in the Orioles system, AA and AAA 2 years ago, shut it down. He fires and catches the outside corner, a strike. So this is a comeback season for him. He's still only 29. Now fires, and a swing and a ground ball to deep short. Moreno backhand stumbles, throws to second, still in time there. And Sienna's relay to first, very high. And it does go out of play down at the end of the New Britain dugout by the stairs, and Dent will be awarded second base. Now Moreno handles the first out. He kind of stumbled to the backhand. Kept his footing to make the feed to Sienna, but in his haste, Sienna's turn was airmailed. So Dent at second with 1 out. And the Bees with their second error of the night. They've made the second most in the league this season behind York. Here's Nina. First pitch, breaking ball, and it is just inside. Nina singled and scored in the second inning, led off the inning with a hit. 1-0. And down and in. Moore over to block it. But Nina with a hitter's count. (3-2) the lead here in the fourth inning. Bradley sets, fires, and a swing and a line drive down the line in left field. That's going to get in. Base hit. Dent being sent around third. He will score. Big turn from Nina, who stops at first with an RBI single, and it's 4-2. Revs get that run back and lead by 2 again. Now, Nina 2 for 2 on the night. They yanked that one over toward the line. Jared James had to cover some ground from left to get to it. Dent scoring, no problem. And here is Zach Sullivan, who had a broken bat single up the middle his first time. First offering, a swing and a foul tip back to the netting. Sullivan, the home run in the 5th yesterday. And this time a broken bat hit. There's the 0-1. That is just off the corner away. Bradley in the majors, 6 appearances, all in 2016 as a September call-up with Atlanta. 1-1 with a 5.14 ERA. And now fires, breaking ball, missed high. (2-1), and a swing and a miss, a changeup down. Got Sullivan to fish after it. Bradley pitched at Georgia Tech. Here's the 2-2, swinging a foul tip back to the netting again. It was an interesting time for Bradley heading toward college. As a senior in high school, had an appendectomy which cost him most of his senior season, but went on to Georgia Tech. 2-2. Oh, inside on Sullivan. He tried to stop his swing, and an excuse me foul. It found his bat, more so than him swinging at it. And he punched it foul over toward the New Britain dugout. Does stay alive. Bradley, who was drafted from Georgia Tech, he later went back to complete his degree. Did that last year during his year out of baseball. Pitch is swung on and tipped foul back behind the plate. Pitch, swing and a miss. He stayed slow to him and gets him on what looked like another changeup. 5th strikeout of the night for Bradley. And that is out number 2 here in the 4th. We'll go to the top of the order. James Skelton, who's struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. Left on left. Nina at first with 2 down. And the pitch from Bradley. High and tight. Skelton bends back, falls to both knees. And the bat is dropped behind him. Almost looked like one of those skateboard moves from Skelton. Likes to use that to get around more efficiently. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, that's over for a strike. Revs have added a run. They've scored in 3 of the first 4 innings. 4-2, they lead it. Pitch from Bradley, sails outside, a breaking ball. As we get a little bit closer to dusk here, it almost looks hazy with this heat. 2-1, and it is outside, breaking ball missing. Feels like a thick air up here, and it often does here in the Northeast when it's hot and humid. Long Island can be really humid there. Bradley, the 3-1. Fastball, it is just high. Skelton drops the bat. He'll head to first. 41st walk of the year, and he is creeping toward the top of the league. Of course, Nash leads the league with 53. I don't know if Skelton will catch him or not, but a couple years ago, Skelton with New Britain tied the league record for walks in a season with 101. Mark that Newark's Bobby Hill originally set in 2000. Here's Justin Trapp. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Changeup from Bradley, who is trying to figure out Trapp. Trapp took him deep. Homer to right center in the first inning. And is now 6 for 10 with 2 doubles, 2 homers, 7 driven in off the lefty this season. Pitch to him, he swings, fouls it back this way. Bangs off the facing of the roof, and it's 0-2. That walk was Bradley's first of the night. Push Nina ahead to second, Skelton on at first. Here's the 0-2, and way high. Logan Moore has to stand to catch it. Revs, after yesterday's doubleheader sweep, they've won 9 of the last 11 on the road, 13 of the last 16. Win tonight would even their record on the road this year. Here's a swing and a scraper foul back behind the plate. Trapp just nicking that one. Revs overall 2 games above 500 for the first time this year, 39-37. They've won 14 of the last 17, 26-7 since June 10th. Here's a line drive base hit to left center. Trapp does it again. Nina around third. He will score. And it is 5-2 here in the top of the 4th, and Trapp having another big night. It already extended the hitting streak to a season-best 8. And he adds another one on an RBI single. Breaking ball from Bradley. Maybe trying to back foot one, and he didn't get it all the way in. Trapp stayed short to it, laces it back up the middle. Now he's 2 for 3 and has driven in 2 of the 5. Yeah, here's Nash, who struck out and grounded out. First pitch is way outside. Bradley here in the 4th inning is now at 84 pitches. When the Revs faced him at home June 30th, they made him throw over 100 in 4 innings. Won that game 15-1. He misses outside on the next one, and it's 2-0 on Nash. With first and second again, a run home. Trapp now hitting over 500 against New Britain this season. The 2-0, it is a little bit high. He is now 7 for 11 against Bradley. Driving in his 8th. 2 runs home in the inning. 3-0 to Nash. He takes, it's a little bit low. League leading walk number 54 for him. And that'll load the bags for Tejeda. 3 straight of reach with 2 outs. 2 walks with a single in between. And here is Tejeda, who's 1 for 2, singled and scored back in the first. Right after New Britain cut the lead to 1, Revs put up 2 and lead it 5-2, and now looking for a big inning. First pitch, he swings, bounces it up the middle and through, base hit center field. Skelton scores, here comes Trapp behind him, 2 runs home, and it is 7-2. A 2-run chopper right up the middle. And Isaias finds the opening, makes it a 4-run inning and a 7-2 lead. And he's 2 for 3 on the night, now has 40 driven in for the year. League leading hit number 102. And here's Franco. He checks, and it's a breaking ball over for a strike. Bradley had reached the glove up. Couldn't get any leather on it. And then it bounced right through just left of second base. Here's the 0-1. And that's down and away. 4 straight of reach with 2 outs. Revs have batted around this inning. The 9th hitter of the inning at the plate. 3 runs scoring with 2 outs. Breaking ball starts at Franco. Nearly ran back, but called inside. Moreno at short, holding his hands outstretched high as if to say, where did it miss? 2-1 to Franco, who's been hit by a pitch and has popped up. Pitch to him, he pounds a foul down against his foot. 2-2. B's infield plays Franco to pull it. Left against left. Bradley ready, delivers. Breaking ball, ripped on the ground at first. But on one hop right at Rogers, motions his pitcher away and takes it himself to end the inning. Franco got it off the end of the bat. But the Revs score 4 times in the inning. 3 hits, 2 New Britain errors, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. York 7, New Britain 2.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream